My fellow magicians, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so, my fellow magicians, let's all go to hell in a fast car and keep it hot. And on today's little pit stop, we had 2 player characters come out today from the player character deck, because as we all know, in the Sovereign Age, everyone is a player character and nobody is an NPC. And remember, when I'm talking about the player character cards, it's less about like the gender or whatever on the cards, and more about the vibes of the picture or the nature of the way the energy is behaving. So we are starting with an android boy. And take my word for it, if you can't see, like, because the picture is a little bit dark and I haven't turned on a lot of lights in here today. The android boy has like little aliens on puppet strings behind him or them. So this might be a very strategic person. At the worst, it's a very manipulative person. I'm not really getting that so much. It doesn't feel negatively aspected, like too badly, but there is a little bit of an edge to this person's energy. Or this person might be in charge of a lot of people. Because what we have here on the android boy is official person and courthouse. So an official person can be someone who is in charge of a lot of things or in charge of a lot of people. And this person, whoever they are, is either dealing with super official business, or they are making or have made some sort of decision, because like they are outside. Like the Kipper deck also has a adjudication card. This person is outside of the courthouse and they have documents in hand. And usually I get that as like the legal decisions have been finalized, not that somebody is going into court. So there's some sort of process here that's probably nearing completion or has in fact been completed, whether that is some sort of official business, legal business, or it's just talking about some like high-level internal process or decision that this person is making. Our other player character is the Mermaid Boy, who is lounging in a bathtub. So this person is very chill. They're around a lot of plants and kind of like living, growing things, but this is a very peaceful vibe on the Mermaid Boy. They might like water in general, or just be a very adaptable, flexible, peaceful, chill person. And they're probably like a little bit of a daydreamer or introspective. And whoever the Mermaid Boy is, they are either receiving a message or they are considering giving a message. I'm not sure which it is yet. Though I don't know if this is the same person, because on the justice card already came up and there's like a court. Usually it's not, though. We're talking about 2 different people. So it could be that one person is receiving with the justice in the courthouse up here. The official person is sending a message to whoever that Mermaid Boy is. But we'll see. Anyway, so let's get our tarot on our android boy up. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, yes, this person has reached an effing decision. Our android boy, these had already flipped out. I saw already. Somebody is thinking heavily about another person. 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. This is just somebody, I don't know if it's really stress. It's just like this person would be heavily on another's mind, especially when they're not doing anything. And if it's an official person with a lot of responsibility, they might think of this person less during the day and more at night when they don't have like their official person duties and tasks, right? So a Queen of Pentacles, remember, the gender doesn't matter. It just means that like this person, the boy, or that if you are a man showing up in queen energy, it just means that like you are the one being thought about. You are not thinking of another, and somebody is seeing you as like stable and abundant, possibly very, very good with money, very good at, like, the Queen of Pentacles is like a spouse. And like, traditionally, if we're going with the gender, that's like someone who's good at running a household, but men can most definitely, cis-het men who are also masculine can also be very good at running households. And then also there are cis-het men who are more in feminine energy, to where it's their wives or partners who are, filling the more traditionally masculine role. And also we can be talking about 2 men, right? It doesn't matter. So I just don't want to alienate anybody or make you feel alienated by the gender on the card. It just means that like the Queen of Pentacles is a really practical, grounded, like good quality person who's someone that you could like create a lot with or maintain a lot with. Like it's somebody who would support a foundation that is already built, or like, because the King of Pentacles is the one who's doing the building and the Queen is just sort of like managing stuff. So that's the person, the Queen is on the Android boy's mind. And what it seems like is this person is like, I'm gonna get that that's why I'm saying this person has like an edge to them. It's like not bad manipulation, but if someone's like an official person, they handle a lot, they get a lot of things done, it might be they just have a mentality of like, I get what I want. It's just a very like hardcore, like I am going to do this, but it's got that kind of like a slight like negative aspect on it, because it's not really like, it's in sharp contrast to like a Queen of Pentacles, right? Who's very like kind of soft, like they're practical, but they're like soft and nurturing and like kind of, they're not really la-di-da. That'd be more like the Queen of Cups or something. But it's just like, this could be someone wanting to like aggressively be with this person or like protect them or defend them, something. It's kind of like my queen, you know? And the last one that came up is the Two of Cups. So this is someone who wants to be in like a relationship, like a love relationship with this person, or it's like a very, very like deep friendship, okay? Like I will defend this person to the death, okay? So just either or, right? So now on our Mermaid Boy with the message, we have the Nine of Wands. So this person, I don't know, they might have like been through a lot, going through a lot, and that's why they're in the tub right now, right? They're like, I need to focus on my self-care. I just need to sit here because like, girl, I've been through a lot, non-gendered girl, right? All right, so Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So, yeah, the Queen of Wands is a doer, right? She's the most masculine of the queens. So this could also be, so like if the official person, that kind of makes sense. If there's an official person who takes on a lot of responsibility, they would also be like, if it's a romantic thing, they would be attracted to someone else who's very like, you know, doing their own thing, independent, self-motivated, like independent for the most part, someone who has their own visions, goals, and dreams, but it would be like in a different way. Unless this, like, if it's, because I'm thinking about like romantic relationships and you kind of want like a little bit of difference between the people and what they're pursuing, because then you can start getting into like, I don't know, ego battles sometimes with stuff like that, when there's too much similarity and no difference, like people are fighting for dominance within the relationship. But if it's a friendship or something like that, or a creative partnership even, I'm getting a hard no on that. But whatever, some of you, it probably is. It's, that can like go a little bit better. So Queen of Wands, the World. So it seems like, the world is kind of talking about like the Mermaid Boy. So like it makes sense, Mermaid Boy, that's kind of a yang energy in a feminine state, does match a Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, someone who needs a break. The world is talking about some sort of phase or whatever that has perhaps ended for this person, that has had them, like now has them in the Nine of Wands and is relaxing. It's possible that this person was working very hard and now they are not. Now they are relaxing. And it also seems like there are eyes on this person. Like I'm getting like many eyes. It's just sort of like people are kind of looking at this person like, wow, wow. And then we're ending like with the Justice. So this is just, this person would be balancing themselves out from whatever that like Nine of Wands stuff is. But it also might have connections to like this like courthouse thing message, you know? So let me, on this android boy, what is this Five of Swords? Whoa. Okay, it's all a yes. Okay, wow, this is a lot. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, this. Whoa, okay. See, I know this, there's something up, and I'm gonna pull again, but not yet, okay? There's like, I knew, like, I wasn't, like, this doesn't seem bad. It's just like, there is something very, very hardcore about the way that that android boy, like, thinks about this other person, or the way they think in general about stuff. It's like there is some sort of like obsession here, because we're starting off with the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. It's like this person is very, very obsessively thinking about like doing something, and this person, like, that we're going into the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups. It's something sort of like, I see something, like, I see something and I have to like go somewhere. I see something and I have to go somewhere. I don't know. I'm going to pull more on some of this. And then we're ending with like the Wheel of Fortune Hierophant, but it almost feels like wherever this android boy is, it's sort of like there's some sort of space, right? There's some sort of space between them and whoever that Queen of Wands is, because it's sort of like, I don't know that they're actually like too close to that Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, but it's sort of like they're thinking about them so much that there needs to be some sort of space for them to be able to perceive things accurately and to make whatever decision that they're going to make. That's what that seems like. And then the Wheel of Fortune Hierophant is kind of like act of God, okay? There's something like divinely appointed or whatever. And here's the deal. If someone literally feels that way, right? If someone feels like, whether it's a friendship, a business partner, a romantic partner, whatever it is, when someone feels like this is here literally by like divine ordinance, or I'm being like divinely called to something, however you want to put that, typically that's going to freak a person. It's going to freak a person out, okay? And so they probably need some space to sort of sort through if they're being crazy, or like, you know what I mean? If they're being crazy or not. And with that Devil, like Five of Swords there, I get it, okay? So I want to know what this Devil is. I think I pretty much have this accurately, what I've already said, but we'll look, right? It's because their thoughts, this person is like, they like can't get this person out of their mind. And the thing is, no matter if someone feels positively about another person or not, getting into obsessing, when I get like super fixated on something, like I don't like, it depends on what it is, but when I get super duper fixated on something, it'll go like a couple of days and I'll be like, this feels bad. Even if I like this thing, it feels bad, and I need to like take conscious action to get myself out of that energy. And like see what's like going on with that. So like I just know, like even if somebody likes somebody else, it does not feel good. Like the Nine of Swords, Devil, Seven of Cups, doesn't feel good, okay? So what's this Hanged Man, Eight of Cups? Just a little bit more clarification on that. But whatever this is about some form of relationship, no matter what. Ten of Swords. They needed to end something. Ten of Swords. Oh, like I said, I'm going to pull one more on that, because what I was drawn to was resisting an inevitable end. I was just like, this person, hold on. Yeah, Seven of Swords on this. This person, like, does not want to accept, or didn't want to accept whatever this is. And so probably trying to like get some like distance and perspective on the situation was also sort of like, let me see if I can just like forget about this, because this is crazy. And so it's sort of like they might have tried to leave or put distance in between them and whoever that is, because they were like deceiving themselves into thinking like, this is just some random, like this is just whatever, like I'm just a little bit fixated right now, and once I go, it's just gonna like wear off. And if this person is prone to doing that, if they're prone to a little bit of obsession, they might know that about themselves. And so they're just like, this, I'm just being a silly Billy, so let me get out of here. However, the Seven of Swords is, in this case, I would guess, a strategic move that they did here, but it's also self-deception, because we have the Wheel of Fortune Hierophant on this. So in putting, whether it's energetic distance or like literal distance from another person, whatever they've been thinking or feeling has only intensified. It's not going away. It's just like, what? And this Hierophant Wheel of Fortune, it's like, yeah, no, like, girl, it's over there. Six of Coins, Six of Swords. You gotta go back and have some sort of exchange with whoever, like the Queen of Wands is. Or they don't have to. I mean, they can try to like repress that, but it would be very difficult. It would be very uncomfortable. Probably they would need some heroin. I mean, I don't put it past anybody. But it seems like whatever they tried to do here, it didn't work. It didn't work, sorry. It's a real thing. So let's go ahead and look at, what's this message over here? We're on our Mermaid Boy, Queen of Wands person. All right, the message from the King of Swords. That's whoever that official person is, with the courthouse and everything else. We could be talking about an attorney or a judge, an official person. It could be someone who deals with the law. If it's not the law, it's like with systems, or like I said, the android boy, this is like an analytical person, King of Swords, right? So they want to communicate somehow with this person over here. Let me see what this Nine of Wands is. I'm curious to see what has our Queen of Wands, Mermaid Boy. In the Nine of Wands, I'm just like, oh girl, it's been a lot recently, ugh. Because it doesn't feel like defensive energy. It feels like sore muscles or something like that. But like proverbially, I mean, it could literally be sore muscles if somebody does actual like physical labor, or like somebody like works out a lot, or you just feel worn down from like doing a lot of tasks. Okay, the Nine of Wands is just like the Moon, Knight of Pentacles. You got me. Let me think about that. Oh, well, hard work is on the Knight of Pentacles. Hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, responsibility. Okay, and then the Moon. I don't know, this person might have anxiety about something. It's not that, it's something over here. This person has some kind of anxiety about work. What is that Moon? I don't know. The Moon is, oh, you know, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. The Moon is also premonitions or anxiety. I don't know if like the Queen of Wands isn't the Queen of Cups. I don't know. I mean, obviously these two people would have to know each other for this to be going on. So it might be that they have anxiety about this person talking to them. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. Because it's just sort of like, it's when I'm seeing this now, it's sort of like the Nine of Wands is sort of like on top of everything else, I have to deal with this. And it could be like that devil and like this person, like if they're in a space of wanting to like deny their feelings or whatever, it's sort of like a Queen of Wands, like on top of all of my other things that I have going on in my life, I really don't want to navigate somebody else's like BS. So it, like this could be something like that. If these people kind of like know how each other are, like in general, or their patterns, stuff like that. So this person, that's kind of in general what's going on with that Queen of Wands in the Nine of Wands. And they're saying, I don't need to get anything else here, but I have to put everything back so we can get the final advice outcome, because there's like, this is what's going on. This is what's going on in the energy. All right, I'm going to shuffle this 3 times and then we will pull the final advice outcome, then close with the Sun and the Father, right? Oh dear. Well, 5 of Pentacles, somebody's like, I think somebody's not feeling super great with whatever state that they're in right now. And I mean like the person, likely the android boy is more like disgruntled than whoever that Queen of Wands is, because the android boy is the one who like went away or put some sort of distance between the two, and now they're like, well, now I'm out here and I still haven't forgotten about it. Ooh. All right, final advice, outcome. I'll go around again. This is like look. This is an act, like the Tao has spoken, and we got like, you can't lie. You can't lie about the energy, like you can't lie about the truth, essentially. And man, I think like this person really tried, and that's why they're in suffering right now. But it just seems like, I don't know, whoever that is, they are like, they're being haunted, girl. Like, oof. And you know, you gotta, well, you don't gotta, but like the only way that this person is gonna relieve their suffering is just sort of deal with the truth in some kind of way. It doesn't mean like nobody's like obligated to be in a relationship with anybody else, but they at least have to like admit to themselves what's going on and then like kind of decide from there. So actually, let me pull my second row, because I see the nonsense. Girl, this is like, I'm not even holding the cards up. This is this person in this thought loop again. What they are super obsessed about is wanting to talk to another person, because they actually know that they super want this person, and they want like some form of like realness with this person, whoever they are. They are super like hardcore denial, like hardcore. And I mean, I don't know, that's gonna be, you're tearing me apart. Is it Lisa? It's just like, this person is going to tear their own selves apart, which, I mean, that is an outcome. They can just go crazy. They can have a break. They can have a collapse. And that typically like goes into like, people will start like having benders and like things like that, or like gambling sprees or something to the effect. Or they'll just have a nervous breakdown. Is this even positive to like, for the collective to hear? Because it's just sort of like, I don't know, like to me, it feels like this is the shit back again. Yeah, it does seem like there's something positive here. It seems like this person's eventually going to communicate once they have something it's sort of some sort of material thing. This person could actually be at work. I don't know. Yeah, it's like this person's working on this person's working on their clarity, okay? Yeah, it's just they're making some kind of progress here. It's just annoying to read about. Is there any way I can clear this? Because like I said, I hate this shit, y'all. It's probably it keeps showing up because there is progress being made. And it's a legitimate, whatever this person's doing, it's a valid experience. It's not somebody trying to be harmful. But I just want to check, can we clear this? Because I really just, I don't feel like fasting, but it's just I don't know. I don't think so. No, y'all, no, we can't, this is literally oh my God, I've got the Two of Coins, the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's sort of whatever I am reporting on, okay? It is two people, it's mostly this person working out some hardcore energy to talk to another person. And it's sort of they're not, I don't know that it's recalcitrance that I'm discussing, but it's just the Emperor, it takes a lot to move an Emperor, okay? It's even when it's valid, okay? God themselves is yo, over there, and this person's doubt. But whatever, if it's saying I can't move it, then there's yeah, King of Swords, King of Cups. Oh my God, this I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't know, there's just somebody kind of fucked up about whoever I'm speaking to, or you are fucked up about another person. What I would tell you, if you're the person who's more the queen, if the queen has anxiety about this, can we get if I'm talking to the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, whoever, if they have anxiety, what can we tell them to help them with that? Because if I'm addressing who that Emperor, whoever is, it's just sort of come to Jesus. I don't know, girl. But I mean, somebody does that in their own time. And like I said, you cannot force the Emperor. Literally, God would have to move on that person because it's not going to be anybody else. And the Queen of Pentacles, this person is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles to this person. And so they might be the Queen of Wands in their own life. They're doing things, getting things done, blah, blah, blah. Very attractive, very confident. But to this person, they are the Queen of Pentacles, which is stationary. I'm not coming to you. So they understand they would have to go to them. And so I'm saying it's an issue. It's not really an issue. So this person's aware. So if y'all have anxiety, God is on the Hierophant, God's on this, don't worry. God's working. Let God handle it. King of Pentacles, this is let God put the pressure on this person. There's nothing you really have to have anxiety about, I would say. Because if what I'm saying is true, and this is literally there is some form of divine ordinance in what I'm talking about, it's something, I don't know what, something has to manifest from it. And it will likely be in good time, or perfect timing, right? Whether that's simply a conversation to work the energy out and for people to go their separate ways or whatever. But if everything that I'm saying is accurate, there has to be a manifestation on this. And And I'm getting an intuitive yes on that. I'm not going to pull cards to even see if I'm right. It's just like, if what I said is true, then it's true. If what I said is true, then it's true. That's all there is to it. And so let us, well, we're officially going to close out with the Son and the Father. So my fellow magicians, let's all reach out and touch faith and get a little bit of our own personal Jesus on this. Good Lord, girl. I keep getting Chevy Chase going, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy. Okay, we got lots of support from Jesus. We got 4 Jesuses. Okay, Jesus says, everyone who lives in me and believes in me will never ever die. I don't know, at least one of the parties here are like fortified by probably their faith. And I would say if you're anxious as well, if I am talking to the party that would be anxious about, like, pertaining to some sort of communication from this person or dealing with this person's stuff, okay, just remember the advice was give it to God. You're the Queen of Wands. Do whatever Queen of Wands business that you generally do. And also, if you are a faith-based person, focus on your faith, right? Jesus also says, I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. Like that. There you go. Confirmation from Jesus. Jesus also says, your Father already knows your needs. God's on it. Don't worry about it. Jesus says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. That's for whoever that Queen of Wands is. Give it to God. Lay it at the foot of the cross, girl. Like, okay, like, I don't know, you can do a cord cutting if you want to, if you feel like this person, because like, here's the thing. If what I'm saying is true, what you could be having anxiety about is that even if this person has put space between you, if they are as fucked up and obsessive about what's going on as I'm talking about, and y'all already have like some kind of like established connection, you will be feeling that. It will be affecting you. That also could be what that 9 of Wands is about. If you are feeling the intensity in the energy, yes, by all means, even though this person's not meaning anything by it, you could do some cord dissolving, cord cutting. We've already had that discussion in one of the monthly reads earlier about this energy, but also just like start planning some more activities for yourself, whether it's meditation, whether it's hanging out with people, creative projects, whatever it is, just to like break. It's not that's so weird. It's not your energy that you are breaking up. It's another person's energy that you are breaking up that is around you. And yes, you can send it back to them as well. It's just kind of like, no, I am not dealing with that. You need to deal with that, and then you can come over here like once you've dealt with it. So let us officially close out with the words of the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the words of Bob that is good all the time. We have 4 Bobs today as well. Excellent. So Bob firstly says, you have to have dark in order to show light, just like in life. So this is about contrast. Some of the reason why this person, whoever the more Emperor Android Boy person is, did what they did was to give themselves contrast. I feel this way around this person. I need to go over here to see if I feel differently not around this person. And what they discovered was, without this person, I actually think more about this person. Excellent. Bob also says, it's life, it's interesting, it's fun. I don't know that that emperor is feeling that way right now. Because that's the thing, an emperor is also very used to being in control. Official person, emperor, so they're really not gonna appreciate that. Okay? If we can give this person some grace. Bob also says, did you ever think you could just take a great big old brush and make all these beautiful little trees? You really can. This is kind of about did you ever think you could just take a great big, this is almost like the Tower card. This is sort of like God going, hey, did you ever think that I could just completely disrupt your life like this? It's something that you didn't even plan, but it's very beautiful. You really can have this, and this person is just like having a little bit of a negative reaction to what's going on. Bob finally says, every day is a good day when you paint. So I would say, despite whatever's going on here, right? Get in your gratitude practice, get back into your daily routine, whatever it is, gradually to break up whatever this energy is around you, because no, it's not your responsibility to be like processing that for that person. Just, you know, if it keeps coming back, just like create a little energetic hygiene thing. So when you're brushing your teeth, taking your daily shower, whatever it is, just cleanse this person's energy off of you, send it back to them to be processed. And then if you do moisturizer or whatever, you can visualize that as some form of like protection. And if you notice that, like, because y'all have some kind of connection and this person's like in the fucking devil, 9 of swords, 7 of cups over this. So I would not be shocked, right, that like it'll come and go in waves, and that's nothing that you need to like panic about or be upset about. It's not something that anybody's trying to do to you intentionally. And like, depending on who this person is, I even doubt that they would know what's going on for real. So if you are feeling an oppression, it's not anything you have to panic about. So if you feel like you clear it and then like you go like a week or like a few days or so and then it comes back, just do the same thing again, okay? It's gonna be pretty normal. Misha. So, my fellow magicians, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. But it is we who are the greatest magicians of the age, and perhaps the greatest magicians of all time. And together, you and I knew he was going to do that. Together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because, my fellow magicians, nothing stays. In 50 years or so, it's going to change, you know. But oh, it's heaven nowadays.